Well, hello friends. Welcome back to the program. Today we are going to work on Pixel Paint, our image editor application in Serenity OS, and we're going to do some improvements to the undo redo system. So currently we have undo and redo actions here in the menu, and they just say undo and redo, which is precisely what I want to improve. So after I've been drawing something with the pen tool here, I would expect it to say undo pen tool. And then when I undo that, I expect it to say redo pen tool or something like that. So that's what I would like to get working today. And I know we already have this in text editor. So here it says undo insert text. If you undo, it offers you redo insert text. Although there was a bit of a glitch there. Now it says undo and redo, but if I mouse over, then it actually updates. So it seems like we need to also fix this little visual glitch that the text doesn't update until you hover over it. So maybe we'll start with that actually. So I'm guessing when you send a message to Windows Server to update the text of a menu item, maybe it doesn't actually redraw the menu. If we have a cached bitmap for that menu, we need to actually redraw or at least invalidate the cache. So update menu item includes the text. Yeah, that's exactly the thing that we want to make sure it gets repainted. So Windows Server connection from client, update menu item. Here we set text, set icon. Yeah, so after all of these changes, do we have like a redraw? Yeah, we have a redraw. That seems like a reasonable thing to call. Yeah, and then if there is no, if we don't have a menu window cached for this menu yet, then we don't redraw anything. That seems fair. We can also redraw an individual item. So I guess that does like a partial redraw where we only do that one item. And since we have the specific item being updated here, it seems like the right thing to do would be to do a localized repaint of only that item. So let's see if this fixes the issue. I feel like it should. Although this thing assumes that there's a menu window. So we'll probably want to fix that API so it doesn't make that assumption. Yeah, it probably just crashed because of that assumption. So here, yeah, we just ignore redraws if we don't have a window. So the way menus work, if I remember correctly, is that every menu object on the Windows Server side has a corresponding window that we can then pop up on screen when you want to interact with that window. And the window is like literally this window that you see right here. It doesn't have a frame like the text editor main application window, but it's still a window object from the Windows Server perspective. And now let's see. So undo insert text. If I undo, yeah, now it's updated. Cool. So that was actually pretty easy to fix. Let's go ahead and commit that. Windows Server, redraw menu items after client updates something in them. Client updates them somehow. This fixes an issue where text editor with the undo redo actions in text editor only reflected or only updated once you hovered over them. Yes. Okay. So back on track. So now we want to have this functionality in Pixel Paint. So let's see. Pixel Paint has the image editor class. And in fact, Pixel Paint is a little bit different than text editor actually, because Pixel Paint has a tabbed UI, so you can actually have multiple editors open. But image editor is, this is an image editor right here. And then if you create a new image, now you have two image editors, and you're just using the tab widget here to switch between image editors. And as I recall, image editor has an undo stack. That's right. And there's of course one undo stack per image editor. There isn't one global undo stack because that would be super awkward if they would share an undo stack. So yeah, it's one per editor. And I guess we should just look for undo action or something like that in Pixel Paint. So main widget has an undo action, which is set up in the system main widget constructor. And then we add it to the menu and the toolbar. Okay. I see. And then the undo action, we never actually update it with any new text or anything like that. And the way the callback works when you activate it is that if we have a current image editor, so if there's a document open in Pixel Paint, then we tell the editor to undo. So I guess this is not entirely perfect. Also, the redo action assumes that there is a current editor. What happens if you close all of these? Oh, then it's not activated. Okay, well, yeah, then I can't activate the redo action, so I guess that's fair. Still though. So let's see. What is it that we want to do? We want to monitor changes to the undo stack. So whenever we switch to a new image editor by switching the tabs, so tab widget has some kind of function that tells us that there's a new widget that is sort of frontmost in the tab widget, and that will be on change. So let's go ahead and hook into that somewhere. Presumably we already do on change. So that's the zoom combo box on image, blah, 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 tab widget on change. Okay, so this is our handler for whenever the tab widget in the main UI window of Pixel Paint switches to a different tab. So what we do is we basically react to that by like rejigging a bunch of stuff so that all the toolboxes and histograms, palettes, all of those widgets, they now point at the current image editor instead of the previous one. So I think here would be the right place to also hook up some kind of callback. Let's see. So let's ask the image editor for its undo stack, and then we'll say on state change, I guess. So when the undo stack changes state, actually I probably shouldn't capture it here by reference. I'll just capture this, and then maybe we can make a helper for this. So like image editor undo stack did change. That seems fair. And I was going to say we can pass in the image editor pointer, but maybe this is okay. All right, so let's go ahead and image editor undo stack did change. And then what do we want to do when we get that callback? I guess we want to like set up this nice looking text. So, or no, wait, I'm in main widget right now. Image editor, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so how does text editor do this? Undo. Is this it? text editor document did update undo stack. Okay. Yes, that feels like the right sort of thing that we are mimicking or doing here. So maybe we should follow a similar pattern actually. So the document did update undo stack. Image editor did update undo stack, let's say. Let's be a little bit more consistent about that. That's not going to hurt. Okay, and then, so what does this thing do? It updates the enabled state of our undo and redo actions, and then it sets the text. So make action text, prefix undo, suffix undo action text. All right. And on modified change. Yeah, we don't care about that at this very moment. So I think we want to do something very similar to this, where maybe we can even nab that make action text lambda. So let's see. So undo action set enabled is going to be, well, first of all, we need to actually figure out, do we have an active image editor? So if there's no image editor, return a do a nothing. Or actually, I guess we should set enabled false. Yeah, let's just disable these. If we are here for any reason and there is no image editor selected, then just disable the actions and return, just as a fail-safe. Otherwise, I guess we can grab the undo stack like that, and then we can ask undo stack, can you undo? Can you redo? We don't have the concept of secret bitmaps in Pixel Paint. Text is secret. I think that's for like password input fields. So they have like a secret mode where you can't actually, I guess you can't undo and redo in password fields. Okay, and then here we have the undo stack like that. All right. So will that work? I feel like this isn't going to do much because we actually don't set any undo action text probably. Since we haven't been displaying anything, I doubt that we're actually assigning any text to these undo commands. So let's see, redo. Okay, well, at least redo is disabled, so that tells us something. All right. So let's see. Okay, on change, on state change. I guess maybe when we swap between, we also need to just do this, just so that it reacts when we switch active widgets. Let's just call this ensure that our undo redo actions are in sync with the current image editor. All right, our current editor. Okay, so where do we actually push stuff on the stack? Undo stack. Dook. Okay, so we are pushing image undo commands. And okay, so there's only one type of undo command in Pixel Paint. It's an image undo command. And it carries a snapshot of the image at that point in time. So it's definitely not the most memory efficient way to implement undo in an image editor application, but it is what we currently have. I think what we need to do is probably, we need to override this virtual here called action text. And that will then inform our menu updater thingy, or action updater thingy, because I think undo action text, that's what we were calling, and it looks at the action text at the current position of the undo stack. Yeah. Okay, so we can do that. We just need to do something like this. So action text, override. Actually, let's just say m action text. Okay, and let's just force people to provide one. Why don't we? Action text. Yeah, that seems fair enough. We can even do that. Okay, and then where do we have the image undo command constructor? It is right here, string action text. Okay, so far so good. Now we just need to make sure that something gets plumbed into here. So there are two places where we need to plumb something. Here's the first one. So this is in the image editor constructor, we always push an initial undo command for whatever reason. So let's just give that one like an empty or null string. So that because whatever we put here, it would just say like undo initial or something like that. I don't know. It is a little bit weird that we need to have an initial undo entry. I forget how this works, but maybe we have to have that. Is that how it works in text document, undo stack? Yeah, I don't remember how it works in undo stack or how it works in text document. I don't think there's an initial undo item, but let's not get carried away with that right now. So there was one other instance of make image undo command right here. Okay, so image editor did complete action. Right, so this is going to be called whenever anything is finished, like we've done something to the image in the editor. So then we got all these different places calling did complete action. So this actually becomes really straightforward. We can just, here we can just say, like you have to provide a string, action text. And we will just move that along to the undo stack. Boom. Okay, and now we have to update all of these places. Okay, so you've applied a filter. And then I guess, do we have a name of the filter? Filter name, okay. So let's do something like string formatted filter, filter name. I can't call filter name because it's not const. Why is it not const? I don't know. Let's see if we can find that out. They all return compile time literals. So should be perfectly fine to update all of these to just say, oops, that's not what I meant to do. Const. All right, there we go. So let's do that as a separate commit, actually. Not you, but you, and you, and you. Yes. Okay, look at all these filters getting constified. Pixel paint, make filter name const. Yeah, that was weird that it was not const. So we got that nice and fixed, and then let's look for all the others. So we have the line tool. I guess we can just say something like line tool. Don't have to get fancy here. Spray tool. Do the tools know what they're called? Like, it would be good to have a single source of truth on this. Like, what's the name of the tool? Spray tool. There isn't really anything. Oh, here. When we add the tool, okay, well, this is kind of weird. Length? Wait, what? Name move, length move? As icon name. Okay, well, sea lion, my dear friend, you are confused about the name of the second parameter here. I dare tell you that's not length, that is icon name. You are confused. Okay. Yeah, I don't particularly want to futz with this right very now. But maybe I should. Dang it. All right. Let's see. Let's improve the situation by teaching the tools what their names are. So we will have a string view tool name const override return move tool. Yeah, let's do something like that. And then we can have all the tools can know what they are, and that will make some stuff a little bit nicer. So here we'll just say you are a pure virtual. And then we have to update all the tools. Yeah, so we have to add these everywhere. Public tool. Let's see, maybe we can do it in this window actually. So this is the brush tool. Bucket tool. Wait, where's the private section start here? Okay. Ellipse tool. It feels like the right thing to do to put the tool suffix, because I feel like it's gonna get weird if we don't call it that, because then if you don't have the suffix, it would just say something like undo pen, undo brush. So let's stick with the tool suffix for now. Also, I don't know why I'm doing this in this weird up and down way. Rectangle tool. Picker tool. I think that's the color picker tool. Arguably should be called color picker tool instead of picker tool, but now we are splitting hairs, and I have to resist some little things like that. Okay, line tool. Is that everything? I'm hoping that's everything. Okay, well, let's go ahead and use the new tool name thing. So we're making the tool here, so we will just oh wait, we never updated the rectangle select tool. Yeah, okay. Rectangle select tool. All right, so we nuke these initial things, click, click. And then in add tool, name no longer needed. We will get the name from the tool. Okay. Because the whole point of this was that, actually, let me commit that first. Let's see. Pixel Paint, add tool name as a single point of truth. Yes. Let the tools know what their names are. Okay. Now that we've done that, we can go back to did complete action, and instead of saying spray tool like this, we can just say tool name. Yes, exactly. And then we can look for all of these things. And at least in the tool cases, it's much easier because we can just do this. Okay, and did we have, yeah, that one. Did complete action, but I'm sure we have stuff that's not tools. Yeah, so we have a bunch of other actions here as well, like flatten image. So in this case, I'm gonna have to say flatten image. Merge visible. And maybe these things should be bundled up into some kind of abstract command object instead of just being like this kind of flimsy callback thing. Like maybe merge visible should be some kind of object that you can execute on the editor or something like that. But for now, let's just go ahead and do this. Merge active layer up and merge active layer down. One remaining. It's the generic 5x5 convolution. Generic 5x5 convolution. Oh, I forgot to say siva suffix for string view. Let's go ahead and do that. Cool. Will it build? Not quite. Levels dialog. Okay, so here I can't use tool name because we are in the levels dialog. I guess we're just gonna say levels here. Okay. So let's see how this fares. Okay, draw a little bit. Undo brush tool, click, redo brush tool. Very cool. That is excellent. Okay, and then let's use some bucket fill here and there. Then let's use this thing. Ooh, look at those. Okay, so brush tool, bucket, 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 brush. Wait, are those brush? I thought they were a pen. Did I say that the pen is a brush? Oh, pen inherits from brush tool. Ooh, well, that was a little bit of an oversight. Okay, so I guess brush tool has tool name private, so. Let's see, pen tool. Do we have any other weird inheritances? Public tool. Yes, we do. We have a bunch of inheriting tool thingers. Okay, good thing that we looked that up. So public tool. clone tool. Erase tool. And oh, that's actually all of them. All right, we're good. Rectangle select tool. It's all good. Okay, let's try that exercise again. So this is now the pen tool. Excellent. We should now have the brush tool. Very good. Let's spray a little bit. All right, and why not draw an anti-aliased ellipse while we're here? Maybe a filled one in this gorgeous color. All right, so ellipse tool, spray tool, brush tool, pen tool. Tuk, 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 tuk. When you get to the beginning, the undo action doesn't get disabled. That's probably, I wonder if that's related to how we have that initial undo command added. I don't know. For whatever reason, I can't seem to go past it. So it's something we should investigate, but not right now. Okay, so this is awesome progress. I feel like we have achieved a very nice little piece of polish here. So I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead and commit. Oh, shoot, wait, let me go ahead and add those missing tool name overrides first of all. Where are you? Here you are. Okay, so we just amend that to the previous commit, and then here comes our feature. So pixel paint, show action names in, show more specific undo redo action text. We now, the undo redo actions now tell you what kind of action will be undone, redone. This is achieved by adding an action text field to the image undo command, having everyone who calls what was it called? Did modify? No. Did complete action. Provide this text. Yeah. Okay. There we go. I think that's the feature. So just wanted to do something on Pixel Paint today because it's been a while, and when I tried picking up Pixel Paint the other day I wanted to dog food something with it, and I just found myself, I don't know, kind of missing all these little details. So now I just wanted to improve one little detail. There are lots and lots of other little details I also want to improve, but this was the scope of this video, so we're gonna stop here. If you made it this far, then I thank you for watching, for hanging out. I hope that you saw something interesting here today, and I guess I will see you. Wait, how do I put these out? Oh, there you go. Okay, can I undo that? Seems like that doesn't go in the undo stack. That's fine. Yeah, I will see you next time. Bye.